Hello everyone, welcome to avijitp-tech. This is the second episode of the JavaScript tutorial. Today we will be learning about different types of IDEs and also how to install them. So without much ado, let's start. First, let's see what the agenda is for today's episode. We will first write some basic codes in the browser itself, and then we will study the limitations of the browsers and why we won't be using them. Then learn some introduction about the different types of IDEs, the online and the offline IDEs. We will be setting up the IDEs and we will be writing some basic codes. The browser console. This is the easiest way to write and test the JavaScript codes. Available in all modern browsers. Some of the browsers are like Chrome, Opera, Mozilla Firefox, then Microsoft Internet Explorer, Edge, and there are some other which are not used much. So let's see how we can write a code on the browser itself. First we will go to the browser. This is the opening page, and then we can go to the more tools and developer tools. If something is written on it, I can just right click and click on clear console. This will clear my console, and then I will write some basic codes like alert, hi. Now as soon as I enter, oh sorry, I forgot to give this. Now it says hi. Okay. Now I can write another code like console.log. Hello. So it prints the word hello. Now if I close it, first of all, it does not give me any prompt whether I want to save it or not. And if I again open it, open the browser, say I am opening the browser, and again I am opening the console window. So see, it's erased. The code is no longer here. So this is the main drawback of the writing any code in the browser, because it is not saved. You can test small snippets, but in case of big codes, this is at all not feasible. So comes to the rescue is the IDEs. Now let's learn about the IDEs. Why not use the browser console? Code isn't saved after closing the browser, just as we saw. Then no advanced features like syntax highlighting or debugging tools. Of course, this browser is meant for checking the websites or viewing the websites. It does not have any high-end features of testing the codes, and not practical for large projects. What is the full form of IDE? As I have said in the previous video, the full form of IDE is Integrated development environment. Just as we use in our home a diary or a notebook to write our daily expenses or any daily notes in our home, or in the computer there is notepad to write or anything that we wish to enter. In the same way, for writing the codes we use a IDE. The different types of IDEs can be offline IDE. This is installed in our computer. We do not need any and for the online, as the word title itself says, it is accessed via browser. We need internet connection for it. So every type, offline or online, has its own pros and cons. So we will come to add that later, and you yourself will come to know what are the pros and cons as you use it. Now, the offline IDE, the most popular and according to me the best is Visual Studio Code or VS Code. Now let's learn how to install it. I can go to the browser and search for VS Code, and the first search result at the top, it gives me the Visual Code Studio, and there is the download option, or there is the download for Windows. If I click on it, it will take me to the download option. So it's getting downloaded, but I have already downloaded it and I have installed it. After the download is complete, you have to just click on the install button and it will get installed. It's extremely easy. And now I will show you. Okay, then before then the second step is that you have to go to just another code and write Node.js. Again, go to the first result, the Node.js, and then again you have to install this. This is the JavaScript environment, and this is required for running the JavaScript codes. Without this it cannot be run. So just download it. It's a very small file. Just download it, and once again it's done, you have to run it again. Since it's already installed in my computer, I won't be installing it again. I will go to open the VS Code from my Windows. Okay. Now this is the window. Now this is the looks of the VS Code. Now I have to make a folder. I will go to open folder, and then I will choose a location. I will make a new folder, JS. I will choose this folder. This is the folder that I will use for storing all my JavaScript code files. I will select this and see. It will use the folder. I have kept it in desktop, but you can keep it at any secured place. of your choice, and I would recommend not to keep it in the C drive but keep it in any other drive. So see, this is the JavaScript folder that I have just created. Now I will go to new file. I can create new folder also, a subfolder based on different types of projects that I do. I will go to new file and I can write test.js. So it is a JavaScript file. It has opened. I will show you in the new folder. Sorry, in the JavaScript folder, the test.js file has been created. I will just write a code. Now it has got the IntelliSense active. See, it is already writing the code. I can click on here. See, it is giving me the suggestion. This is the best part of it, that you can, I will just type enter, press enter, and it will complete the code for me. I will write hello, and then I can go to run. I will click on Node.js. Now, where is that? See, it has printed the hello for me. Also, you can click Ctrl F5. This is also the run command. Now that it has been done, we have got the first glimpse of the Visual Studio Code, how it works, and we will get more accustomed as we write more codes on it. So I will close it now. Now let's return back to our presentation. Now comes the online IDEs. There are many types of online IDE available, right? There are other like CodePen available, and you can search on the Google. So there are many types of IDEs, of online IDEs are available, but personally I like Replit is the best for me. So let's have a look at the Replit. I will go to my browser and write replit.com. I have already logged in here. If you are new to it, you have to first log in here. It will give the option of login. Then you can log in with your email ID or with Google. Then you have to go to create REPL. This is the first look. Now one thing about this is that Replit is not entirely free, but for the beginners purpose this is more than enough. If you are a seasoned developer, then you might need a paid version, but when you are learning, you do not need any type of subscription, and the free version is more than enough. So first I will go to create REPL. Create a REPL. then we have to choose a template. Click on choose a template, and I will click on JS. I will give my title I can give a title like my first project, and I will click on create REPL. See, the window comes in. I will close it. Now I will write my first code like again. It also has the IntelliSense feature. It is giving me the suggestion. Now low. Now I will click here to run the code, and here is the output window. On the right side, you can adjust according to your need. It has given me the output. This is also very easy to use, and you can choose whether you are comfortable with the offline or the online mode, and you can use the offline or the online ID according to your wish. This is a brief comparison of the offline and the online IDs. First of all, for the offline IDE, it is entirely offline. You do not need to have a internet connection for it. But online IDE, you have to have a online presence. Features are the VS Studio Code is entirely free. It's open source. But online IDEs, there are limitations. But for the beginners purpose, the limitations are not feasible. Then request setup and everything, and project size. Now one thing that I like about the online IDE is that if you are using different computers, like sometimes you are using at your home, then sometimes you are learning at your friend's home, or going to your institute and writing the code there, just you have to log into your profile, and then you will get the entire code that you have written before. Now this is all for today's video. I have kept it short. We will start coding from the next class in the episode 3. So till then, goodbye, and do not forget to subscribe my channel. Thank you.